before meeting Usyk.
Okay.
You know, he's also a type that have some very rich amateur record.
Okay.
He had about 20 fights in amateur, 24 fights in amateur, and 1 haul. So he's climbing the ladder bit by bit. And so we need to navigate him very, very well. We shouldn't just let him go to meet Usyk, because Usyk is now more experienced. And that white cat can do a lot of things. So you need to get some experience from some other boxers, like Moses, like Parker,
Okay.
Joseph Parker. When you're able to get Joseph Parker and be able to get Ajit Kambaya, then we'll know that Moses Intama has arrived.
So let me come in a bit. Talking about some heavyweight names, Joseph Parker, which you made mention of, Ajit Kambaya is there, Daniel Dubois too is there.
Yes.
We have Fabio Wadley. He's also there. And you know, the guys I've mentioned, Parker is coming from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Dubois, UK. Fabio Wadley, UK. We have Ajit Kambaya. Ajit Kambaya, I think some part hails from Germany, and other part.
I believe
and
so.
Filip Herkovic too is coming from Croatia. Then we have Usyk,
Yeah.
coming from Ukraine.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they want to jump or leapfrog Moses Itoma to go and meet
It's
Usyk.
premature.
But we have Fabio Wadley.
Yeah.
We have Daniel Dubois. We have Joseph Parker. We have Ajit Kambaya.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it seems, you know how UK they do their
Do their things, and it's being promoted by
Exactly.
the famous Frank Warren.
Exactly.
You know, so you know what they can do. And Queensberry knows how they can connect with the Turkey Island Sheikh.
Okay.
They will be able to do this wonderful thing. But I believe that they need to fix this, because Parker has a similar style with Usyk.
Okay.
And so if he's able to meet Parker and ground him down, and then we can confidently say that he has arrived.
All right. So I have some updates still on Moses Itoma. There are some updates, but as I said, that you know the UK press are saying that he's ready for Alexander Usyk, and there has been current rankings in terms of the heavyweight there, where you could see that Moses Itoma. Okay, so now here is the first one. So let's take a look at this one. Is Moses Itoma the future of UK boxing? Then our own Tyson Fury also said something about this question. He's saying that he's been saying it for years. He's been saying it for years that this is the guy, that he is the future of boxing. We have that picture too there, where you could see that Tyson Fury also said that he is the future for boxing there, where the question came as, is he going to be the boxer or the current boxer coming from a UK? Tyson Fury also said that too as well. Right, all right, so let's move on and let's see the current records of Moses Itoma. If we can have that, he has been ranked on 10th. I think it's a compilation of that a video. If we can have it on the screen, then we can also discuss on that too as well. All right, so let's talk about Moses Itoma. Derek, let me come to you. Moses Itoma, he's been able to defeat Dillian White. A lot of people thought he can't do it, but he's done it.
Well, special good morning to my boss in boxing, Mr. Michael Tete, Angel Michael. The man we call Golden Mike. Good morning. Now, Jay has left, and he is the man managing me and teaching me. So, good morning, boss. And then to Team Yusuf Abdullah, you know, NCC election. So, we'll talk about that later. But the NCC election is coming on 6th September, and I'm going to support the PR division. So, I'm vying for the deputy PRO for the National Chapters Committee of Accra Suffolk. It's time we contribute whatever we have to support our darling club. So in the few days coming, you hear me talk about Accra Suffolk. But to Moses, I think that when you look at just the fight he had over the weekend, I think that it's not a fight that it should be used to judge him. He's a good fighter by all standards, but I think that Dillian White did not give him that competition that he needs for us to say yes, he's arrived. And Dillian White, I don't know, he beat Ebenezer Tete hands down. But then in this particular, it's like he's afraid of Moses in a way, because when Moses, and it looks like the stomach is bad, because it was the stomach that was hit once and he got confused. Even when Moses was throwing punches that is not coming to him, he was running away.
Yeah.
So yes, you look at this fight and I think that he's not too competent. And Dillian White is fought Anthony Joshua, is for Usyk. So I was expecting something more than this, but it tells you that Moses is really the new kid on the block, because looking at the way, if somebody who has fought Anthony Joshua and Usyk and was able to go to over 5 rounds with him, and he comes against Moses and he's afraid, it tells you that Moses is coming up. But then I think that, my brother said, I think that he needs some bit of experience, you know, before you go to Usyk. Is way up there, and UK at times I don't get them. McBall is there, is their only world champion, yet they are talking about future of boxing being another person. Like they are not celebrating McBall the way they are
concentrating on the heavyweight.
Yeah, well, perhaps they are concentrating on the heavyweight. But I think that yes, Moses is coming. He needs some 1-2 years, fight some few, and let's not forget, boxing, you don't need to pick all the good guys. You need to pick and choose whom you fight whilst you develop and climb up the ladder before you meet the big one. Yes, you might not be fighting the boys, you might not be fighting the Packers, but pick and choose boxers that are, yes, good, but they won't give him any too much of a challenge for him to go and meet the bigger guys.
Sorry to catch you, but let's look at this side. The rankings, if you can get the rankings, if we can see where Moses Itoma is now being ranked. He's ranked on 10th. And I want to ask my gentleman, quick one, if it is the rightful position for him, looking at the heavyweight rankings currently. We have Alexander Usyk, the champion, Tyson Fury first, Joseph Parker on second, Ajit Kabay out there, Daniel Dubois fourth, Anthony Joshua on fifth, Philip Herkovich
sixth,
Fabio Wadley on seventh, Zilia Zhang, the Chinese banker, on eighth, Martin Bakoli, the Congolese international. Then we have the young, fresher blood, Moses Itoma, occupying the 10th. Quick one, gentlemen. Is it a right?
Yeah, I think the ranking is at the right position. That is it. When you look at these people, they are great people, and
they fought the big guys.
They are experienced people. And Tyson Fury is clearly falling out. Anthony Joshua, we don't actually know. But then when you look at these people, Joseph Parker, Ajit Kabaya, Daniel Dubois, for instance, for experience, he must be there. And Martin Bankole must also be there for the experience. Zelizan, the big Zang, you know him. He's a very big guy. He throws heavy punches. And so where he is, it is at his rightful position. But you know, in boxing, the promoters can have their way that they can be able to just pick you from 10th and bring you to the first, and then face the champion, as we do to Emmanuel Navarrete. You understand? Navarrete was ranked, I think, 25 or something when our own Isaac chose him that we want to fight Navarrete, and then he happens. Navarrete now a world champion. So where it is in a strategic position.
It is not a challenge at all. To add to that, I think that yes, Adeyele is there.
Yeah,
he can fight some. The 11, the 12, the 13, that can still mean that can still move him up. The fact that he doesn't fight the first 10, that's it, because they might fight themselves and be losing, whilst he might be fighting the 14th, the 15th, and be moving. And like he said, these things, is it anything that is a nomination, that is awarded, that you can complain, but then he can be fighting those lower, and then we're moving up by seat fit. He can fight the first and then do the magic. But I would advise that he stays 1-2 years, get 3 or 4 fights, prepare before. Because you see at this particular time can be dangerous.
All right, so Usyk for this time can be dangerous for Moses Itoma. Now let's look or touch on Nick Ball defeating Goodman. Just a little on Nick Ball defeating Goodman there. Bernardo.
And why?
Would you say that is an impressive way from Nick Ball, or you feel that there are some loopholes on Nick Ball's performance?
Now, very impressive, but then there's some loopholes somewhere. You know, he has to change his strategy of fighting because now he's a world champion. He should have been able to stand in a way and be strategized in a way that he will be able to move sometimes.
Okay.
But sometimes when he's coming, it comes with his own body. And when you have a very speed and tactical boxer who has a very good footwork, it will disturb you.
Okay.
And so he needs to learn and be able to blend the two.
Okay.
Be able to come with the power.
Okay.
Be able to use the footsteps as well.
Okay.
So that he will be in all angles. He should be a versatile boxer.
Okay.
You understand? But then his win with Goodman. I mean, Goodman has a very good record.
Yeah.
A very good boxer. I think this is his first loss, and so he came in with a lot of experience. But then you know Nick Ball, who force you so that you play in his own gym.
Okay. All right. Derek, let me chip you in. You know, people are saying that now currently he is the UK male boxer who has a world title.
Yeah.
Others are throwing in Naoya Inoue. You know, so let's touch a little bit on Nick Ball facing up Naoya Inoue. People are just, I feel people are throwing him into the den because Naoya Inoue, the Japanese monster, he is a different animal in that game. I've watched Nick Ball. I've watched his fights. I mean, I've watched his fight against Dogbe, our own Dogbe. I've watched his fight against Raymond Ford, the Savage Man. I've watched his fight against different fighters. But I was thinking that with what he has, with explosiveness and the power, he should be able to knock down Goodman. But Goodman ate all his explosive punches and he was still trading with him. And I have some side that is saying that maybe he's not yet there when they want to throw him into Naoya Inouye's den. I don't know if Derek, what I'm saying is side with me.
To me, he's there. That is why he has the WBA featherweight championship. If you are there, but as to whether you survive there, that is the question. So, like you stated, he was being sent into the lions' den. But then, perhaps it might be the Daniel. He will go there and the lions will just koto for him. But then, the one that you are purging him with, the destroyer. I mean, Noya is in a different class. And the way Nick Ball fights, that is the difficult. That would be my problem. Because it comes with everything. It comes to punch. And Noya also like the punching, but he has speed. And he will be moving even the more. So if Nick Ball faces Noya and is coming like full like that, and the jabs and the 1-2 will calm him down. What he did in this particular fight with Goodman was that Goodman too came to throw the punch. And you know when it comes to throwing punches, Nick Ball against Goodman, he will be on top. And clearly you could see that in throwing the punches. And you saw some of the counters from Goodman. Dangerous ones. That if it had been Noya, they get a counter, it will speed you up.
Exactly.
And that will be that you know your end. That would be the destructive part. So I think yes, that would be a nice fight. And if I have a title and someone have a title, bring it together. Let's do some unifications or try to be in the process of unifying. You say you have a belt, someone has a belt, come together and then for so. Those calling for is a good call because we as fans or as boxing people we always want to see the best fight. For us, we always want to see them. So Nick Ball and Noya, Alan Sheikh, we want to see that fight.
All right, we want to see that fight. So now let's see some news on the world of boxing. Let's start off with breaking that is coming up from Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis, where these two are going to meet up. And people are like, wow, look at the weight difference between Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis. And it's saying that Jake Paul will face Gervonta Tank Davis on November 15th at State Farm Arena in Atlanta in an exhibition on Netflix. So this came up when Paul was scheduled to face off Anthony Joshua, but that collapsed. And Paul's last fight took place at 200 pounds, while Gervonta Tank Davis is a champion at 135. Gentlemen, look at the weight difference. 135, 200 pounds, and they want to meet for an exhibition. Do you think it's possible?
You know, what we see is not what they are seeing.
Oh, okay.
You know, they are in different worlds, and they look at the economic aspect of the boxing, the fanfare of it.
Okay.
And so we are like, let's go for a battle, let's win, let's see supremacy. But these people are also thinking of their pocket.
Okay.
But when you look at Jake Paul, he fought against Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, yeah.
And it was an exhibition fight.
Exactly.
He has come again with the famous and the greatest boxer in the lightweight division. That we know is one of the experienced boxers in the lightweight division. And he, from the heavyweight regime, want to fight him. So you clearly have to know that these people want boxing followers to be happy. They want to get money into their pocket. They also want to get money to make any other development. Jake Paul, for instance, is also a promoter. He can also get the money and go to the female boxing and then promote them more. Okay. So they need money. Okay. Otherwise, this medically, it doesn't sound.
Doesn't sound well.
You understand? But you look at
let's hold on a bit. I'll bring in Derek to the next one, and that has to do with Daniel Dubois. Let's see what Daniel Dubois is saying. There's been news that he has parted ways with Don Charles there. So I want to take this moment to thank Don Charles and his team for all the time, effort, and hard work they have put into me over the past 18 months. I'm truly grateful for everything. That said, I feel it's time for a change, a fresh approach for the next phase of my career. As I push forward to become a two-time heavyweight champion of the world, God bless, I'll be making a further announcement regarding my new team structure very soon. This is Daniel Dubois on leaving Don Charles. Derek.
Well, change is the only constant thing. So for me, when I see change, I'm not surprised. What a lot of us must know is that normally when there is an agreement like this, some of the things that happens at the background you may not know. He is the one who went into the agreement. Perhaps he's seeing that certain factors are not going for his benefit. We all need benefits, and if you look at the benefit, you realize that you are you are not getting that benefit. It's better you move. Perhaps he's identified somebody. That not to say that the other person is identified will be the best.
Okay.
Because it's a try. And when you don't change, you won't get what you want.
Okay.
Change is the only constant. So I wish him well, that the announcement that will be coming in the future will be a better. Who knows? It might be these Saudi guys, or you know. So for me, that is he. That he sees what we don't see, and he's make a step. Let's support him so that whatever he plans to do in future will go well for him.
Nice one. So now let's take a look at Dimitri Bivol in the light heavyweight division. We all know that there has been a schedule for the trilogy between Dimitri Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev, but this is the update coming from Dimitri Bivol's camp. And as you can see on your screen, following my doctor's advice, I had to undergo surgery for an older back injury, which I have been dealing with for over 10 years. But it kept getting worse with each training camp. Everything went well, and I'm feeling much better already. A 6 to 8 week recovery period lies ahead, after which I plan to start training again. Thank you all for your support. I look forward to new challenges in the next year. Dimitri Bivol on his recent back surgery. Bernardo.
The man has back injury and he's beating the people like this. And so
you know what funny thing?
No.
This is what they say, back injury. Something that when it's happening to Bernardo, you'll be doing this. Oh, and then they
They should come to Ghana.
They fight. No, but these people, because 6 8 weeks, something that I believe is this part of the world. We will just manage it, but it's very important for them. They don't joke with it.
It's an old injury, and throughout this, it has been beating the people. Canelo and Co with the injury, and now he's going for the operation and come back. They will kill them. We wish him well.
Okay, we wish him well. So talking about Dimitri Bivol, his trilogy with Better BF, but you can see the medical issues coming from his camp that he's undergo some back surgery, 6 to 8 weeks. Let's see what Takyi Alan Sheikh is also doing on the other flip side. He is in talks to see if Alta Better BF will take on David Benavides, and Takyi Alan Sheikh is saying that if David Benavides will take on Alta Better BF, maybe somewhere next year. All right. So that was what I was talking about. Takyi Alan Sheikh saying if Alta Better BF will take on David Benavides, and that can schedule in maybe next year. And we'll see if maybe David Benavides taking on Alta Better BF. That is going to be another serious one. But let's move on and let's see what is next on our bill. And what is next? We're going to see Usyk also requesting an extension from WBO on Parker fight negotiation. And, you know, people are saying that, WBO should just take their time on Alexander Usyk. Look at the number of fights he has fought just within a year. He's fought with so many people, so many fighters, international and those who are having the belt. So we'll see if, WBO will extend, Usyk as he wants to fight with Joseph Parker. Now the next is going to be Gerald Ernest Boots. Also will be taking on Virgil Ortiz Jr., and that is signed for early 2026. But Joshua Boachi, our own, will also be taking Parker there. And we all Joshua Boachi hails from Ghana, but he's based on the United Kingdom, and he will be taking Parker, which is scheduled on November 1st, 2025 there. So we look forward to see our man Joshua Boachi will be taking on Parker there, and wish him all the best there. Now, next is going to be a beautiful clash that will be happening tomorrow at the Bukom Boxing Arena, and I'm talking about Best of Bukom, where you're going to see the best boxers of Bukom assembling in the ring to fight each other. We'll be having some international bouts, some national bouts there. If we can have the flyer, we can put it on the screen so that people know what we are talking about. So there we have it. The Best of Bukom, which is promoted by the Bishop Boxing Promotion. We have Michael Aban, Haruna Muhammad, Joseph Kome, Theophilus Pakto Alote, Habib Gua, Victor Kuwani. We have Joseph Entry, Abraham Mensah. We have Draminat Kessie, Stephen Kofi, Clinton Nana Ejay. We have Samson Sagbaji, and the list goes on and on. Martin Kwasi, Clark Levy also there. So this will be happening at the Bukom Boxing Arena. But there are some fights, selected fights that I want us to talk about. But because of time, we'll do it short. Now let's talk about Theophilus Alote taking on Clark Levy. This is going to be an international super flyweight contest, which is scheduled for 8 rounds. Gentlemen, let's get into this fight. How is it going to look like?
Well, I've watched Clark Levy fight in Ghana for some time. He's durable. I think he fought with the one you fought with the last time.
Daniel Gosh?
Gosh.
Okay.
I think he's fought with the Gosh.
Okay.
Very durable boxer. So it's a nice fight that anybody is a must-watch fight. We know the level Theo is now.
Yeah, sure.
Up there, and he's supposed to fight the big boys up there for him to grow. Is like the way The UK is looking at Moses to become their world. We are also looking at Tio to become another world champion for us.
Exactly. All right. So, Bernard.
Yep.
Let's talk about Segbeji taking on Giwa. That is also another national welterweight contest scheduled for 10 rounds. And this is also going to be a serious one because two Ghanaians coming at each other. Segbeji, we all know what Segbeji can do. But this is Giwa also coming in saying that he's going to shock the world on that fight night.
Now, I think it's a good fight. And Segbeji has been, we've mixed him so much. And we want to see more of Segbeji. When he started, very brilliant, and we are looking forward to see him making a good way. But notwithstanding, the promoter is South Bishop. This is his first time, and his first time promoting boxing, and he has been able to put up this great international bout. That is great for him. I wish Segbeji well, but Giwa, one of the greatest boxers too. So we want to see this fight, and I will be the first person to be at the Bukom Boxing Arena.
All right, there is another international cruiserweight championship where we are going to see Ghana versus Nigeria. I'm talking about Nana Ejay Clinton will be taking on Chukwueze Igbonaba. Wow,
another big one from a big boy. Exactly. You know, Clinton is one of the boys who I think is fourth on the league. One of the league guys, our league prospect. He has some dangerous point. If you forgot it, he has some dangerous point. And you know, one boxer that comes into the ring, and people look at his size and they'll be laughing. When the fight starts, then you know that the body is very deceptive. If you look at his moves, his punches, it's a quality boxer by all standards, and no wonder he's being coached by Dr. Asari. Yes, he's some very good boxer. So whoever comes to the arena tomorrow must look out for this particular fight.
Now I keep saying that boy particular, Nana Clinton, one of the sharpest and great boxer in that weight division.
The cruiserweight division.
That cruiserweight division. I think heavyweight or cruiser.
It's cruiser.
Cruiserweight. Yeah. Very smart. And when you look at his fundamentals in boxing, it tells you that this is the boy who started boxing at the juvenile age. You could see that he has some of the antics of the juvenile boxers because he's very good. A southpaw too. And he's a very good boxer. So whoever is managing him and whoever is training him, I know Dr. Asari will do a great job, but whoever is managing him should make sure that he put in a lot of money into this boy.
Putting a lot of money into Nana Clinton because Bernard and Derek is saying that he is one great boxer in the cruiserweight division. Before we wrap up, let's do this. Jamina Kesse will be taking on Stephen Kofi. Now, let me get, I'm looking at the way Derek is doing.
Jamina Kesse.
Okay.
How busy he's been when the fight was announced. And for our viewers, you see, we're doing this boxing league, thank God to the IMAX boxing promotion for the good work they've done. Jamina Kesse used to be somebody who comes to the arena to joke. He's one of the Jenny boxers. And somebody said, no, you cannot be. And that's a kudos to our former president, GBA president, Ibrahim Kutenikwe. He picked these boys, put them together, and said, you guys must be serious. And when I look at the seriousness of Jamina Kesse over the period, is going to be a crack. And Stephen Kofi is one smart boy. I remember he had a fight which he lost, came back to me to explain why he lost. And I realized that he's a smart boy. He wanted to know why he lost, which of the end. We did this over. In fact, he picked videos to tell me, boss, this and this and this, I thought it's good. They'll have to explain to him. So two smart boxers, two serious boxers, and at the end of the day, I expect the best to win. In fact, I can't put my money on any of them. I trust I love Jamina Kesse. The seriousness. Looking at where he was.
He has made up his mind. He said he likes Jamina Kesse. Bernard, how about you? Because of time. So
he said he likes Jamina Kesse.
Yeah. So you are going for who?
No, Kesse is good, and And looking at the seriousness he has put in this particular fight, as he rightly said, a genuine boxer, but now is more serious. And kudos to the IMAS Boxing Promotion for making sure that these people become more serious. I mean, Kofi, one of the greatest boxers, started from the amateur level and be able to stand up to this level. This fight is going to be a great fight, and we need to watch this fight.
We need to watch this fight coming from my gentlemen. Thank you very much, Derek and Bernardo, making this show a successful one. My production crew led by Alex and friend Ponder. Thank you very much. My name is Yaw Takyi Anderson. Until we meet again, make sure tomorrow you are at the Bukum Boxing Arena for some fireworks of the best of Bukum. Bye for now.